Hello, my name is Michael Passage, also known as SoCal Indo, and today I'm in beautiful Huntington Beach, SoCal. Today I'll be meeting with Erik and Lindsey, two SoCal Indos, and they'll be talking about how it was growing up in beautiful SoCal.
Next year in the winter, let's give it a try. I'll keep on dreaming aloud tonight. Summer is over, and you still haven't called me back. We're just getting older. Soon enough, it'll be too late to act. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up.
Here I am in Self-Made Gym in Costa Mesa. I'm going to meet Erik and Lindsey. Come on, follow me.
Your drip is just a water spring.
Hey Erik,
You know
how are
I
you?
drip different, this is
Finally.
seven seas. I deal with life different, make the limit squeeze. Went on for my style.
So here we are in Self-Made Gym in Costa Mesa, which is Orange County, the OC here in SoCal. SoCal people is Southern California, and here in SoCal lives the biggest group of Indo people outside of the Netherlands. Here is Lindsey, and that's Erik, and today they're gonna tell about their story, how they grew up here in SoCal, and what they became at the day of today. So, who is the Indo in your family, Lindsey?
For me, it's my dad. He's Dutch Indo. My Oma and Opa are actually, they came from Indonesia, so. Yeah.
Perfect. And is your Opa or your Oma still alive?
My Oma is still alive, my Opa is not.
Okay. And where does Oma live?
My Oma lives in Temecula.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you see her often, or?
I try to see her when I can. It's kind of far, but if not see her, then I call her.
Good, good. Nice. What about you, Erik? Who is the Indo in your family?
Well, my mom is full Indonesian. My dad, he's half Dutch. We grew up in Indonesia. They're from Bandung. My dad's side family came from Bandung. But my dad's mom, we lived in Jakarta, but she's one of those houses where it's like the big house and then the little houses, the little village. So she was like the head of the village. Yeah. I don't know what to call it. I was young. But my dad got a job opportunity here in Beverly Hills as a mechanic for Mercedes-Benz. So flew out here, and just so happened my mom's parents, they split up, and my mom's dad married a Dutch woman. She became my grandma because my real grandma passed away when I was young. It was just, is from one Dutch family to another, and now everyone's here. But my dad's mom, she passed away a long time ago. My Opa died a long time ago too, so I never really got to know them. But my Oma that my step Oma, I guess we call it, we got really close, but she just passed away in October. And that's how I knew all about the family history from when my uncle did the eulogy. But coming from you now, I'm learning more about history, about Indonesia, which is great. Yeah.
What is your what's your last name?
My last name is Mara, M-A-R-A.
Yeah. And from mom's side, you know your mother's maiden name?
Muin, M-U-I-N.
There you go. The reason I'm asking is because thanks to social media, a lot of first-generation Indos who recognize a last name, they reconnect through social media, believe it or not. And like Erik says, the family comes from Bandung. Bandung, where Indos, a lot of Indos who stayed while the majority of Indos had to flee from Indonesia to the Netherlands. A lot of Indos became successful in Bandung. And Bandung is a typical city where a lot of Indos live, like in Den Haag in the Netherlands, and also in Pasadena. I told Erik also, most of the Indos who came to the United States, they landed in Pasadena. And so also folks, Bandung is a very known city where a lot of Indo people live. So what's the last name from Opa and from Oma?
Lumanau.
There you go. So if somebody recognizes the name, hit me up. This is one of the grandkids.
One of them. There's a huge family.
Right.
I'm sure you have a huge family too.
Huge family too.
So how was it growing up as an Indo girl in SoCal, in Southern California, and when did you finally find out, hey, there's something different in me comparing to the other girls at school?
Okay, so actually growing up, I didn't really know about my culture, like where my family came from, until middle school. So I found out I had a cousin in middle school in my class, and I asked my dad, like, oh, I have this cousin in my class, like I didn't know she was my cousin. He was like, oh yeah, that's like my cousin's daughter.
Yeah. Check this out. Is that cousin Chloe?
No,
No, not Chloe.
Ray Pilak.
There we go. So
Yeah.
that's how they find out that she's different than other girl, because there was a cousin. Same last name?
No, different last name.
Different last name. And that was how old? Middle school?
Middle
12,
school,
13?
like 7th grade, so I was probably like 12.
12 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, you never met your opa, but your oma, you still talked to her, and you grew up with an oma in your life. What is so typical that you remember growing up as a American Indo girl in SoCal?
What do I remember? I mean, with my oma, she has like a certain smell. And like, I love that smell. I don't know if it's the food or what it is, but
The smell, there
yeah.
you go.
And always they like, when they hug you, they smell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. You just brought me back right now. They do that. Oh yeah, yeah.
Indo
Oh my
omas,
gosh.
they're on coke big time. They sniff you in the neck.
Oh my
It's
God.
like-
Just brought me
But-
back in time right now.
Most likely the smell Lindsay's talking about, it could be the famous 4711, the 4711 Eau de Cologne. It's a typical thing in Oma's household. It could be Tosca soap. Tosca is a Spanish brand of soap. It's also typical used by Omas, and also the bedak. Bedak is baby powder, and they have a typical box in the bathroom with a little sponge, you know, and they do this, you know, and that's most likely what Lindsay means. The typical smell, kitchen smell. Of course, Indo Omas cooking in the kitchen, that goes together with smell. That's another thing. What about you, Eric? What do you remember from growing up as an Indo guy in SoCal? I mean, for Indo girls it's different, but for Indo guys, because some of us Indos have beautiful chocolate color, but some of them are pale. So, what is typical?
Me and my brother and I, we grew up, I think till I was 6, he was 7. It's still in Indo, so we were spoiled there. You know, like massage every night, you know, fanning every night. We came here, everything's different. But I was a dark kid in school, so I've always been envious with my cousins because they all look like you. Like the light skin, they're like white guys. I'm like, I'm so jealous. I'm the dark skin. I'm always and I was tiny, scrawny, so I was really popular. I was always in the back. I was gravitated more to the Filipino section because they thought I was Filipino. So ever since then, I've been growing up with a lot of Filipinos. But the thing, but what I remember, just like what you, like that's just the smell I remember. Just growing up, like the chocolate sprinkles. What's it called again? Mishes.
Yeah.
We eat that.
Mishes?
Yeah. So we bread, butter, and the sprinkles.
in my kitchen right now.
And Nutella.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's Nutella. It's like grew up with Nutella. Those are the things that I remember from back then, you know. But growing up, again, going back in high school, like middle school and high school, I never really explored the Dutch Indo until I met a classmate. His name is Danny Sigarlaki. Right,
Yeah.
he's Dutch Indo, so we
go.
we connected in high school. Like, hey, you're Dutch Indo, I'm Dutch Indo, but he looks like you. Like, I'm like, why am I so dark?
So Danny Sigarlaki.
Danny Sigarlaki, yeah.
Let me tell you this about Sigarlaki. Sigarlaki is a very talented musical family in the Indo community. Sigarlaki, partial Menadonese, but Sigarlaki, if you go to the Netherlands, there's a lot of Sigarlakis. If you go over here in SoCal, there's a lot of Sigarlakis. Actually, the well-known, famous Don Sigarlaki, he just passed away. He didn't recover of the COVID, but there you go, Sigarlaki, very talented Indo family. And my good friend Jason, he is a cigar lucky. He is talented too. He sings, he plays the guitar as if he was born with it, you know. So people watching, remember the name, Cigar Lucky. Very famous Indo musical family. So Lindsey, where were you born and do you have any siblings?
I was born in Torrance, California. I do have siblings. I have an older brother and a younger brother.
Okay, and you see them often, or are they close to you, or are they far away from you?
Yeah, my older brother, he's actually, his girlfriend is also Dutch Indo, and they have a daughter, so now.
That's your older brother, right?
Yeah, my older
And
brother.
do you know the last name of your sister-in-law or for your brother's girlfriend?
Her last name is Quayle.
Quayle.
Yeah, her mom is Indonesian.
Yeah, Quale. Yeah, she's also on our Facebook page. I remember that name.
Oh, yeah.
And your younger brother?
My younger brother, he's in the Navy, so right now he's currently in Greece. He's on the ship.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Are they also into their Indo roots like you are, or more distant?
They're definitely, I think my older brother is more. My younger brother is kind of just, you know,
Exploring, yeah.
exploring, yeah. But
Okay.
for sure my older brother, and we always talk and trying to like find out family history and like,
Yeah.
you know, who else is related to us.
Perfect. What about you, Eric? Do you have siblings? Of course, you talked already about that.
I have two sisters and a brother. I was born, so the three of us born in Jakarta. My little sister was born here, but like I said, we came here when I was like 6 years old. And then my cousins also joined us from Indonesia, the ones that are like, look half. But they live in Rancho. I think all three of them live in Rancho right now.
Family there too.
They probably know each other.
Right.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
So, how many siblings you have and where they're born?
Like I said, the three of us were born in Jakarta, Indonesia. My baby sister, we're 15 years apart, so she was born here in Rosemead, California. And we've been here since. I don't think I ever went back to Indonesia.
Oh, have you ever been back to Indonesia? Never been. So did your siblings, none of them?
Yeah, they've been. I'm the only one that haven't been. They go there a lot, you know. So my older sister just came back maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. She was there for about like 6 months, trying to start a business with her husband, but it didn't work out, so she's back here.
Eric, Indos go together with, and the Netherlands, when you talk about Indo can go without his Ray-Bans, okay? That's a typical thing. Indos and Ray-Bans. Indos and their cars, Indos and Alfa Romeo or BMW. These are typical Indos. Now, Indos in SoCal, 8 out of 10 Indo guys, they have always tattoos, okay? So my next question is, can you explain something about the right shoulder one?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier about my mom's side of the family, how my mom's dad remarried a Dutch lady. So they had kids. I'm close to them. They're like my cousin, my uncles. They're Dutch Indo, but they got adopted to the Hawaiian culture. So they do the road thing. One of them is a firefighter in Hawaii. So we got into this Hawaiian culture. And as a matter of fact, you know, when I got this because The Rock got it. You know, I'm a fan of The Rock, so you got it. I'm like, that's cool. I want to get one too. But this tattoo is done the old-fashioned way, with the shark tooth. There's meanings to it. I interviewed with the tattoo artist. His name is Keone. Interviewed for like an hour. Next thing you know, he just pieced this out, and that's meaningful. He did a diagram of what it meant. I just memorized it. So like there's four. There's the siblings. And other parts I don't remember, but they meant something. And then this one was just like, it's a mythical bird called Manaia. It was told that it sacrificed himself to save an island full of people. This is a shark. I'm scared of sharks. I can't even go take a bath after watching Jaws. But I figured sharks, they can adapt to things. They're very intimidating. So if I can put my most fearless, the most, like something I fear the most myself, that I can adapt to it. And that's what I did. And this one, it's a warrior. I'm not religious. I'm just spiritual, but it shows a cross because I grew up as a Christian, and it's this little warrior in there. And this is it's a lion because I'm a Leo. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Earlier I was talking to Lindsey, and I asked her, because there's the next question I'm going to ask is about the passion and what you're interested in. And Lindsay said something. You tell her. You tell them what Indos have in common. So I said already, Indos in Holland, Ray-Bans, BMWs, Alfa Romeos. Over here, we Indos are very close, attracted to the islander community or to the Pacific Islander culture, because we can go for Hawaiians, we can go for Samoans. There are a few big Indos, so they can be Samoans. But like I said, a lot of Indo guys have tattoos that have the story like Erik's in Hawaii. So Lindsay had something about she was doing
hula dancing. So on my dad's side, all of the women, or a lot of the women, they like to dance hula, and then the guys, they play the ukulele. But so growing up, I always wanted to dance because I saw them dancing, but I was too shy. I do now though, but yeah, I would just remember like all the family events and like any party, it's like the women always dancing hula.
Tell me more about the dancing. What kind of dance, what kind of style?
So they do hula, which is like the Hawaiian style, the slow dance.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
But going from your inspiration to your current, yeah. So what's your favorite? Latin, ballroom dancing? What are you good in?
Okay, so currently I dance salsa, bachata, and zouk. My favorite is bachata and zouk also. I like both, like a lot. I've been dancing for about 7 years, zouk only a couple years, but zouk is a Brazilian dance.
And bachata too?
Bachata is started in Dominican Republic.
So bachata, look it up, and
zouk,
Zouk.
Z-O-U-K.
Lindsay, were you raised Indo or American?
I was raised American, yeah. My dad said he learned actually Dutch, but he only understood it, and my Oma and Opa didn't teach how to speak any other language.
Your father was born and raised also like you in SoCal or in the Netherlands?
Here in SoCal. My Oma and Opa came from East Java and Timor, and then they moved to Netherlands, and then they came here on the boat, the Ellis Island.
What's the name of the boat?
I don't know the boat, but it came to Ellis Island.
Okay,
Do you
Ellis
know?
Island.
Yeah.
Perfect. What about you, Erik? How were you raised?
So my mom and dad, they're Indonesian, but we force ourselves to be raised American because they speak to us in Indo, we reply back in English, where, you know, I wish it would have been the other way around. I wish I would have kept my Indonesian. But back then, I was a kid. Yeah. You know, so we always try to like, Mom, speak English, Mom, speak English. But when she always speaks to us in Indonesian, now I'm like totally like, I can't even speak Indonesian, maybe third grade level. But you know, we try. Now it's like the other way around. I try to ask more about the Indonesian culture, but it's kind of like a lost cause because it's like too late. Where, you know, I wish we would have learned it a little bit more. But back then it was more American. Like, you know, I switched from like nasi. I stopped eating nasi, going, you know, just Indonesian stuff. I know, because I wanted to be more American, like burgers. You know, like eating cereal in the morning. I wanted to like just blend into the American way. Where now it's like, take me to Indo restaurant now.
Lindsay, Erik, do you eat rice with a spoon or a fork?
I mean, I like to use chopsticks.
Perfect. A fair answer. What about you, Erik?
Spoon and fork. I scoop the rice and then put the fork. I scoop the rice into the fork. I mean, into the spoon.
Yeah.
And then use the spoon as my main utensil. That's how it is.
That's how it's supposed to be done, with a spoon. Because in Holland we say, ork, ork, ork. Rijst eet je met een lepel. So that means you would say ork, ork, ork. Rice you eat with a fork. No, it's with a spoon.
Yeah, you get more serving.
Yeah, but
There.
how do you eat with it?
Yeah. But there you go. So typical Indos, she doesn't use the spoon but chopsticks, and he uses spoon and fork. There you go. What is typical Indo to you? Do you have something that Oma or Opa and Oma or your parents that's still fresh in your mind, that reminds you, yes, I'm definitely an Indo? What? You already mentioned the sniffing from Oma or the 4711 Eau de Cologne, but what else that you say, I'm typical Indo? Or that's the typical trademark of me, of being Indo?
Oh, bread and Nutella all the way.
Yeah.
That's like, I can't even, that's just like a, by default. In my place, I always have bread and Nutella. And when my friends come over, I don't even explain myself, I'll eat it. They're like, they'll ask me like, this is Indo. This is,
They ask?
oh yeah, they ask like, you know, because it's like a, well, plus I don't really eat it because I'm in the fitness industry, but when I eat it, I tell them this is like what Indos do. This is an Indo thing. You always have a Nutella and bread on the kitchen table. And that's my grandma, my oma always had that. That's what I remember.
You guys like spicy?
I love spicy.
You like spicy?
So. Yeah,
So. Okay. So definitely bread, Nutella, and muisjes. That is definitely something.
That's Indo.
Yeah, for me, I always have sambal olek or sambal bajak.
There
Yeah.
you go. Sambal ulek, sambal bajak.
So Indomie. In your
There
cupboard,
you
you
go.
always have Indomie. Yeah.
Indomie.
Yeah.
So that's all what it takes to be an Indo. Indomie, bread, and Nutella or muisjes.
The
And
big
that's
jar.
it. There you go. Lindsay, where do you work?
Where do I work?
Or what is your profession?
I actually work here at Selfmade. I'm a personal trainer, and I've been doing that for about 4 years, personal training, but I went to college for it and got my degree. Just like Eric, he loves the fitness life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's my lifestyle.
How, always we ask this to Indos, where did you guys meet? I met Lindsay. How did we meet? Instagram? Facebook?
It Instagram or the festival that we have every year?
We met each other at the Holland Festival in Long Beach.
Do you go to that?
No, first time I heard it. I
There
want
we
to
go.
go
That's
next
how
time.
we met.
Yeah.
We stayed in touch and we share the same Indo friends. Of course, her cousin Chloe, she's also very much interested in our culture. And Eric and Lindsay met. You tell.
Okay, so I started working at this other gym at Anytime Fitness. And I was there like one of my first days, and I saw Eric with an Indo shirt on. And I was like, he Indo? And then like the next time I saw him, I was like, hey, are you Indo?
Yes, I am. No, it's a shirt. It's a shirt called. I wore a shirt that says "Made in." You know, I just happened to wear it, and then there was, I think, Austin or someone reposted on Anytime Fitness page. I don't know if something like that. But
I think I
anyways,
saw you on there.
I'm glad I wore it. You know?
Yeah.
So I have to kind of represent, you know. So, but going back to your question, I've been a respiratory therapist for like almost 15 years now. But I've always lived this fitness lifestyle since I was, I don't know how long. I think as long as I've known how to. I've been in the fitness industry. I've always been passionate about it. I didn't start out like the best, you know, look, but I was 110 pounds out of high school. And then I don't know if I told you guys, but I was a gunshot victim. I was shot before. I was shot here, and that's made me realize I can't live life being like this. I need to beef up because I don't want to get pushed around anymore. So I got a hospital. I was 19. I pretty much cheated death. So I gained this new scope of life. So I just put myself through this realization of like I need to put weight on. And next thing you know, I went up to 200 pounds, which is like took me a couple of years. And then I didn't have a goal, no goal for myself until I saw a friend of mine compete in bodybuilding, and I said, I can look like that. And that's where the journey started. I was 28. I think my first competition was 28, and then now I'm like doing it ever since. Yeah.
Do you know any Indos who are in the same industry like you?
Yes, actually, I know. I think I know 3 people. So yeah, one guy, he competed like not too long ago. His name is Matt. Got his last name. And then there's a girl that's with your same coach.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Monique Eisen. She's Dutch Indo.
Monique Eisen?
Yeah, Eisen. E-I-S-E-N.
Monique Eisen, okay.
Yeah. So I think I told her about you. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Like I don't know that many.
And then, which Indo do you look up to?
Rory Littlemeyer, man, that's like the legend right there. He's a legendary bodybuilder. He's in Whittier now, but I never really met him in person, but we chatted online because he found out I competed. And I told him my goal is to become the first Indonesian to turn IBB pro. So in the men's physique division. There's already a girl that turned. Yeah, there's a girl. Her name is Amanda. She got her IBB pro card. She's like the first Indonesian to become an IBB pro. So, which is like fascinating. I want to be the guy version.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I don't care.
So Rory Leinemeyer.
Yeah, well, he's guy's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up.
So Lindsay, where are we going?
We're going to Uncle Fung's in Long Beach.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I've been to the one, there's another one, but I haven't been to this one, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you've been to Uncle Fung's before?
Yeah, there's another one. Where's the other one? It's owned by the same owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure. That's cool.
You've been, Eric, to Uncle Fung's?
No, I'm
Are you excited?
Perfect.
out of it.
Oh, look at it. My Oma used to have this magazine, but it was in Dutch.
The Musan?
Yeah. This one.
There you go. Well, the Musan now is available in English, so Indos around the world who don't speak the Dutch language are able now to know and learn about our Indo culture, because everything is
Let me buckle.
in English. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, we're all driving.
People, if you would like to have this magazine, send an email to info@musan.com, and Vivian will definitely respond back to you and tell you more about it, how to get that. What's your favorite dish? What are you gonna order?
I'm not sure. I always love satay with the peanut sauce. That's my
Okay.
favorite.
What about you, Eric?
Rendang.
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 Nasi goreng.
Oh, and nasi goreng. I
Or
love.
satay.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
stick with nasi goreng. Yeah, same thing
Yeah.
here. Yeah, krupuk.
You have to. It's like our French fries.
Yeah. Wow. How often you guys eat Indo food?
Not
Not
too
enough.
often. Yeah, not enough.
Not enough.
I'm always thinking about it. I've learned to make some though.
Yeah. I think I've gone more in San Francisco Indonesian restaurant than here because my family from San Francisco and they always take us to Indonesian restaurants up there in like
Yeah.
just I think downtown area.
Uh-huh.
There's one called the Borobudur.
Yeah, that's such a famous name for restaurants, whether it's in Frisco or and where else do you go, Lindsay? Which other restaurant besides Uncle's you've been?
There's one actually in Century City. It's called Simpang Asia.
Yeah,
I love that one. That
yeah.
one's so good.
They opened a second branch in Venice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 months ago. Yeah.
But I also go to like the little Dutch Indo store. There's a couple in Lakewood. I think
Yeah.
there's one in Bellflower.
Bellflower. In Bellflower we have Holland International Market, run by Maria.
Yeah. Maria.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna order, man?
I'm looking at the good stuff, but I have to save that for later because in 8 weeks I'm doing a bodybuilding competition and I have to really watch my calories. But I've been looking at these two, the chicken satay and gado gado. Those are the two I'm gonna get, and can't wait to have it. Anyways, this is Pam, my girlfriend. She's Filipino, and her first time here in the Indonesian restaurant. And what are you gonna have?
I'm gonna have the chicken satay and rice.
Okay.
What about you, Lindsay?
Since she's getting the chicken satay and rice, I'm gonna get the nasi lemak satay.
Nice.
What about you?
Oh, me, I'm difficult. As you know, I don't eat meat. I mean, no beef, no pork, no chicken. But good thing here they have, and I saw it. I barely can see it without reading glasses. Singapore fried rice, of course, fried rice. I'm gonna replace the barbecue chicken by fish cake. So basically, it's gonna be a seafood Singapore fried rice with extra peanut sauce. Peanut
Nice.
sauce.
Nice. Peanut sauce.
best.
It's the best.
And I might keep on dreaming out loud. It's a beautiful life, staying under blue skies. Next year in the winter, let's give it a try. I'll keep on dreaming out loud tonight. Winter's dawning, and I can't seem to
So the reason why they are ordering this or offering this in to-go boxes and with plastic fork and spoon is because of the COVID-19, you know. So you're already able to eat inside, okay, but still there's some protocol to follow. So everything is in to-go, everything is plastic. So you order, you pay, then when you finish, you have to put it in the trash can, and that's it. So again, ork, rijst eet je met een lepel, meaning you eat rice with a spoon and a fork, or if there are chopsticks, like Lindsay said, it is chopsticks. Selamat makan means bon appetit means eet smakelijk.
Dreaming out loud, it's a beautiful life, staying under blue skies. It makes
How is it, Eric?
That's great.
Yeah?
It reminds me of just like Indonesian, you know, just in specific, or growing up. It just crossed my mind that my sister, she did the traditional Indonesian dance.
Balinese, Japanese dance, yeah?
Yeah, the Japanese dance
Yeah.
with the, like you said, with the nails.
Yeah, and
Where did you do it?
headdress.
I remember spending a lot of time at the Indonesian consulate.
In LA?
Every weekend, like consulate.
On Wilshire,
LA,
yeah, Wilshire and Wilshire and Mariposa.
All the time for the practice, the
Yeah.
dance practice, and we did a lot of Indonesian events back then. But as
Yeah.
years go by, we just kind of like slowly fade away.
It's still there, not now with the COVID, but my wife, she teaches Balinese and Javanese, actually Javanese dance because she's from Solo, Java, and it's every Sundays from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. They still do that, and for the women, they can still join, you know. You don't have to be Indonesian to join, but there's a lot of bules, I mean, all American girls, you know. So, yeah, but it's still there, Eric, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome.
How is it, Pam?
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah? First timer, really good, yeah?
A lot of flavor.
What about you, Lindsay?
Amazing, like
Good.
always.
Did you see her eating like an Indo, just
Yeah.
chicken with the hands, you know, and just that's how you
Indonesian eat with
how you're supposed to eat chicken. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's how it has to be done.
plate would have a bowl and water.
The
Yeah.
rice too.
So when you go to Indonesia and you go like the street food, you eat it, you know, alongside the street. They always serve you like water always, you know, and the main dish and a cup with water. And one time I brought this bule, like Eric said, this Dutch friend with me, you know, and he started drinking it. So basically the cup, the bowl next to your food is just because people we eat like this, like Lindsay eats, you know, and then just to rinse your fingers, you know.
Yeah.
But they do just grab the cup and drank it. So that's
funny.
It's like I wasn't born there, but I do it.
That's why
Yeah.
you said the word bule.
Bule, yeah.
Bule means
Yeah.
white boy.
Yeah, for people who are asking what the hell is bule, bule means white boy. I mean, bule is it's like white people, white folks, you know. Bule, you're right. B-U-L-E, bule, bule. Same thing like in Indonesia also. If you ran into a cat, the cat died.
Yeah.
You have to bury it. You have to bury it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how. Because if you don't, bad luck will follow you
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
Crazy
one-
cultures. There's Philippines that's the same.
Oh yeah.
Superstitious. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a typical. Yeah, it's a typical Indonesian / Indos also took it over, you know, and it goes from opa to grandchild and everything, you know. But yeah, that's,
It's crazy.
It is. It's just fascinating.
So, what did you want to share with us?
Oh, my dad used to always tell us this story about Wewe Gombel. And it was the old lady with the hole in her back, and she would take children. And so one time he said that he was climbing a tree with his brother and sister in the fig tree, and they like got scared and were like, "Oh, Wewe Gombel is gonna get you!" And they jumped out of the tree, and he got stuck in the tree. And so he was like crying because he thought she was gonna come and take him.
Yeah, so basically, when I was living in Jakarta, I hit a becak. A becak is a public transportation, a guy on a bicycle, and you sit in the front.
Like 2-3 people they can sit.
Oh, I
And
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was traumatized that I hit his source of income. So he brought me to a katok magic. I told you katok is knock and magic is magic, right? And I said, I can't do that. No, trust me. So I gave my car to the Tukan Katok Magic. The gate, the fence was closed, and the only thing I heard was bang, 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 bang. And an hour later, Pamela, my car came out there was no dent, scratch or any damage to be discovered. So just talking about Indonesian, mysterious, you know, to talk magic. Like Lindsey was talking about her Nona Gambel, about the Guna Guna, and about Erik talking about his Oma coming to the kampung. Lindsey, do you know how to cook Indonesian?
Yes, I do. Well, I'm trying to learn more, but my Tante Atika, before she died, she gave me a whole stack of her recipes. And so her English wasn't that great, but it's kind of fun like reading and like trying to translate it to make all those dishes. I'm like, Dad, what is this? I'm like, how do you do this? But yeah, my favorite for sure is lemper and opor ayam.
Opor ayam and lemper. You tried it already?
I make it, yeah. I can make it. I like to make speckhook too. I know how to do that.
There you go. Indos and SoCal, somebody who wants to have speckhook, this young Indo girl knows how to do it.
No.
Because,
No, don't tell her.
see, that's the typical Indo thing, the shy, you know, but she knows. Because I tasted it and it's finger licking good. But her favorite is opor ayam, there you go, and lemper. All from her tante, her late tante, who left her a stack of papers in broken English, but it's there. So come on, Indos, share the stories.
I was the first person to get vaccinated in California. You know, I was the first guy.
No way.
For COVID, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the front
Really?
page, yeah.
And they messed up your
Yeah.
name.
I know they messed up my name, but yeah, first guy.
So what is that, Erik? Tell me more about that.
So of course the whole coronavirus kind of hit us pretty hard. I got everyone in the medical field like myself, or frontline, we've been dodging it, getting COVID. So when I finally got it, it finally hit me. This was around December. I came back to work.
So you had
I had COVID it hit me pretty hard. Like got me pretty
so
good.
it's definitely not a joke, COVID.
It's not a joke. No. not
So
at
you
all.
experienced it.
I experienced it, yeah. I'm still having the symptoms, like I told her. I have post-nasal drips. Just out of the blue, just my nose gets like, what the heck, right? I just told you that. So there's that.
So you had a fever or you had a cough?
I had everything, cough, everything. I was out. I couldn't. At one point, I couldn't move because I was coughing so much.
So how good a shape you were?
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like, no matter COVID doesn't discriminate. It'll hit you. It'll hit the healthiest. It'll hit the non-healthiest. It'll hit you hard. And there's people who are lucky that they'd be like, it hit me hard.
I love that. COVID doesn't discriminate. That's a good thing.
Have you seen the Terminator? Remember the first Terminator? how Reese told the Sarah Connor?
Yep.
The Terminator doesn't discriminate, doesn't care, don't negotiate, like, COVID is a Terminator.
Hey guys, I'm Erik. Thank you so much for following us today on a Sunday Fun Day with Michael and Lynn. Follow me on Instagram. It's up here. Give me a follow, and then I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was so much fun talking about our family and history and all of that. My name is Lindsey. My Instagram is Body by De Jong, right up here. See you guys later.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our first episode of Meet The SoCal Indos. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell. Every time I post something new, you'll be getting that notification. And leave a comment. I need comment. I will respond. Thank you very much. Bye.